and this is this is playtest number 5, and we're playtesting Towers and Spell Research. Uh, we're just using the base spell research rules. We're not doing the school towers or the effort yet. And everybody is a mage, so we got a party full of mages. It's going to be great. And I, of course, have a villain that is got a spell. Uh, Here is that. And we're going, before we start, we're going to tell everybody what our spells are. So let me pop that up real quick. All right. Zephyr, why don't you tell us what you got?
Yeah, I am playing Zephyr. It's a silver dragon sorceress, and my spell research spell is Zephyr's stupefying ice knife, which
And
reduces the target to 3 intelligence.
yep. All right. Aglade, Cologne, tell us what you got.
Alright, I'm playing a High Elf Eldritch Knight Wizard multiclass, and my research spell is Aglade's Invulnerable Shield, which will make me invulnerable to all damage for 1 round.
All right. And Crispy?
I'm playing Kasara. She's a high elf wizard, and the research spell is Kasara's Invulnerable Misty Step.
Forgot to change that. Sartonian Villain Slayer, go ahead.
I'm playing Randall, the Infernal Warlock. And the spell I have is the Defiling Hunger of Hadar.
That's going to be great. All right. Kos, or KOS?
All right, I'm playing Eobin, the Bugbear Hunter Ranger, and this is it's an arcane spell, but a ranger is a divine caster. I chose is an empowering Longstrider, chosen for its hour duration, no concentration, and will raise the target's ability score for an hour.
Yeah. And just because there's some ambiguity in a lot of these, uh, we're going to allow him to use empowering, and he's going to pick the attribute that he wishes to raise to 20. My villain, is going to be using, the mage is going to be using regenerating mage armor because it has very long duration, no concentration, and I think it'd be fun to have a villain last more than 1 round. So, and with that, we are going to go into initiative and have a bunch of fun, hopefully. Don't forget to click on your characters before hitting initiative, people.
Yeah.
Man, I miss dexterity.
Tonight's lineup, there are going to be a mage, a ghoul, or ghouls, and ghasts, because we no longer need a baseline to see how things work. So I get to use powerful enemies. Yay. All right.
Crispy, I think you're clicking on my character.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
I swear I'm clicking on mine. That's so weird.
Mage. All right. Oh, hey, look, my mage got a really good AC or initiative. Descending. All right. All right. The necromancer. First round is going to be to cast mage armor. and then duck behind the eave of the house so he has partial cover. Eoben.
All right. I'm going to go ahead to the wizard, I believe, right? Or the sorcerer, right?
Yes.
And the character sheets earlier to decide. Sartonian instead, and cast an empowering Longstrider, and raise dexterity to 20, which it increases AC accordingly.
All right. So, Sartonian, you get a boost to your ACs.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I will cast a Hunter's Mark on the closest to me, right there.
All right. Red dot indicates hunter.
Actually, no, I don't. I think I cannot do that because of the bonus action.
Oh, because it's
If
a
I'm not
level 1
mistaken.
spell. If it was
Yeah,
a
so
cantrip.
then I won't do that. Then I'll just move closer and end my turn.
All right. Zephyr.
Yeah, okay. So let's just start out. Aoben is the fighter, right?
Hunter. He's a ranger.
Who's the Eldritch Knight?
Agglade.
Okay. I'm going to get behind Agglade. Over here. And then I am going to... Nothing's been hit yet. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes, that is correct.
Okie dokie. I will Ray of Frost the closest. That guy right there.
All right. Let me double check. Nope, that misses.
I miss. Yep. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Agglade.
Alrighty. Let's move up a little bit. Move there, and then I'm going to cast Firebolt on that same. Is it a ghoul?
Same ghoul. Gotcha. That hits. Looking pretty tough. That be the end of your turn?
It is.
All right. The ghoul's turn. The ghouls are going to move up. Some are double moving. All right. Two of them. One is going to make an attack against Eoben, and one is going to make a attack against Agglade. All right. Go! Shitty attack. Eoben, does a 14 hit you?
No, sir.
All right.
It does not.
Agglade, does a 20 hit you?
I believe it does.
Hey, look at that!
It does.
A ghoul hit.
My
All
armor
right.
class is 20.
He rolled really good. All right.
I have
Make
now
me
taken more damage than I did in the entire last playtest.
Now, make me a Constitution save, please. And take 6 slashing damage. Yep, you're good. So you are not paralyzed, but you take 6 slashing damage. Randall.
So I've got Longstrider on, right?
Yep.
So it gives me an extra 10 feet. I'm going to beat feet this way.
Okay.
And seeing that there is now a cluster, I will bust out the Defiling Hunger of Hadar,
Gotcha.
because we'll use this as the edge of the circle. So basically, this box area here, over top of this house. So that it'll miss 2 of them, but it hits most.
I
And-
actually think I have a token for this, but I don't have time to look it up. It is
No
a
worries.
20-foot square, right?
20-foot radius, so 40 by 40.
Gotcha.
So from here, 40, 40, 40, 40.
Gotcha. I think that is correct.
Yep.
All right. So
And
go ahead and
it's-
oh, okay, there it is. There is the damage for this round. You will re-roll damage at the beginning of next round when it comes back to your turn. All right.
but because it is defiling, for every creature hit, I gain 6 temporary hit points.
All right. So,
So
that
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah. So you gain nice. 36 temporary hit points, and they have to make a dexterity save. Well, it doesn't hit them yet, so let's see.
If they start their turn, they take 5 cold damage.
And if they end their turn, they take 10 cold damage.
10
Or
acid damage.
10 acid damage. Okay. Saving throw is 16. Alright, so that'll come in handy here with the ghasts. Alright. So. Alright. It's one that can.
Also, it's difficult terrain for them to move through.
It's difficult terrain to move through? Okay. So
Yeah. The void is difficult terrain. Any creature in there is blind.
Alright, so he got to here. He couldn't have got the full. So that's that. Alright. This ghast is going to take the long way round. Get there. Alright. So one ghast ended their turn inside. So they take the cold damage regardless, and now they get to make a dexterity save for the acid. He made his dexterity save.
I would imagine so.
Alright. Alright, and only one ghast got close enough, and they're going to attack a glade with claws. Nope, an 18 does not hit you. Alright. That'll be the end of their turn. Kasara.
Okay, I'm going to cast a Thunder Wave to hit these 3 here.
Gotcha. Okay. So 2 ghouls. We'll do the ghouls first. Left one first. Constitution save. Fails. Second fails. So both of them take the 12 damage and get knocked back.
That's right.
And they get pushed 10 feet, correct? Alright.
As a bonus action, can I Misty Step on top of this house here?
Is Thunderwave a cantrip? I don't believe it is.
It's an action, but Misty Step a bonus action?
Misty
It
Step
is, but
is a
you've already
bonus.
cast a first level spell on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad.
Yep. Alright, and here is the ghast. He fails it as well and takes the 12 damage and gets pushed. Alright. Will that be it for your turn?
Gonna move the trees.
All right. Necromancer's turn. The Necromancer is going to break out a cantrip that has been researched because we do not know if we can do this or cannot, but we're taking it as we can because it's not clarified, it's ambiguous. So he is going to cast Incinerating Firebolt. And it's 120 feet. I'm using his Firebolt back row, but I am deducting a spell slot from first level. Let's see. Who is in with 120 feet?
Everyone.
Thought they would be.
The map's only 120 feet.
Hey, look at that. Alright, so let's see. Nothing great has come out of anybody. Let me roll a d2. On a 1, it's Kasara. On a 2, it is Randall. Alright, Kasara. I'm guessing a 10 misses you. Alright. Wow. That was great. Eobin, your turn.
All right. So, first, as a bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on the minion right above me,
Alright.
and I will attack it with my glaive.
Glaive it away.
I have clicked it, and I assume that misses it.
Yeah, that misses it. Their AC is 12.
And use my extra attack to attempt again
That
for a
hits.
16. I will deal 6 slashing damage to it, plus Hunter's Mark damage. D6. And nice, a 6.
Nice. You did fairly well against him. Alright.
Then I will use a Horde Breaker to attack a creature within 5 feet of it with the same weapon within my reach.
Alright.
So that'll be the minion to the right of me.
Alright, you have disadvantage on that attack because he is obscured by the Hunger of Hadar.
Oh, alright. So 16 is the lower.
Yeah, it still hits. And you kill it.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
Okay,
First kill of the night.
My turn, and yeah, I'll also be posting Discord chat.
Alright. Zephyr.
Zephyr is going to hide behind this fellow here. The one that's dead. Did you take it off the map already?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. The one with the red dot, is that the one that looks the most hurt out of the ones I can see? Is that something I can ask? Some
Yes.
DMs say yes, some say no.
Yeah. The two to the left and that one in front of Eobin, but all three look hurt about equally the same.
Okay. I really don't like these things that are coming towards us. You guys, save me. Please.
I'm right in front of you.
No, hiding. Okay, I'm gonna Ray of Frost the one with the red dot.
Alright.
Nope, not.
You attempted but failed. The quarter of the house next to him, though, has a nice bit of frost on it. Alright.
And done.
Aglade, your turn. You are in a target-rich environment.
I am.
Just remember the wood to the northeast of you have disadvantage against because of obscurement.
Well, it's obscured, but I can still see it, right?
You have disadvantage to attack it.
Well, I'm not going to attack it. I'm going to cast.
Oh, for purposes
Acid
of
Splash on
targeting, yes, you can see it.
Okay, so I'm acid splashing the 2 ghouls that are next to me.
All right. Let's see. That is ghoul, not ghast. That's dexterity. Both of them make their dexterity saves.
All right, so nothing happens, I believe.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
And that is my turn.
All right. Ghouls are going to move, and you said the hunger is difficult terrain. So that takes 30 foot of their movement. And this one's going to double move. Get to
Do
there.
they take damage when they start the turn or end the turn?
Let me scroll back up to double check that. Yes, as they start their turn, they take the 5 damage. It's in their turn with the acid. Because hunger. Alright, so this school... let me deduct his 5. Alright, he's going to move to here, and that's 40 foot of movement. He's going to take his last 20 foot to get to here in a roundabout way. Alright. These 2 ghouls are going to move forward and yep, they'll get there. And this one is going to take the 5 cold damage. Get out of the hunger.
If he moves out of my reach 10 feet there, I'm going to make an opportunity attack against him.
That's fine. You will have disadvantage, though, because he would have been obscured.
9
Nope.
misses.
Yep. Alright, so it moves into there. You get 18 hit points. Temporary hit points. And the way temporary hit points work is those replace your old temporary hit points. So whatever you had in the first round from the ghasts are replaced with the amount you get from the ghouls. Rendell. Alright. Randall, it's your turn. You can re-roll the damage on the Hunger of Hadar now. Roll damage is much, much more. Alright. Now, what do you wish to do? Eesh. First one misses. Second one hits. And which one were you hitting? The one to the north of Eoben? Ah, okay. That does hit. Alright.
I think you're muted there.
I do believe you are.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. I was coughing and I forgot to unmute myself. Double Eldritch Blast. Both attack the same guy. First one misses, obviously. Second one hits, and the agonizing, repelling Eldritch Blast. So he gets knocked 10 feet into the Hunger of Hadar.
Oh, okay. Well. That sucks. Oh shit, I forgot to attack with the ghouls last turn. They were kind of stupefied. I'm sorry. So he gets knocked back 10
I think
feet.
we can forgive you.
Yeah, I think y'all can too. So he gets knocked back. And what is the other effect?
Oh, just I get the bonus damage, that's all.
Oh,
So
okay.
bonus damage and repelling.
What was the
and
bonus
then,
damage? The bonus damage was your
It's
3?
calculated in 4.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then with my movement, I will run back this way here. And there. That's where I want to be.
All right. You did that in such a way where you would not provoke opportunity attacks, correct?
Yeah, like this way and then run past.
Gotcha. All right. Ghasts This one is going to take 8 cold damage, which grants you 2 hit points, which replaces the 18 you just got from the ghouls. Ooh, that's kind of shitty. All right. This ghast is just going to go straight south and double move to get to there. This ghast is going to move 5 foot and double move to get to here. There. All right. This ghast is going to go into there. Now, ghast turn. One gets to attack Iglade. Claws. Does a 24 hit you, Iglade?
I'm going to cast my invulnerable shield. So
Ah.
no.
Alright. Does not hit you, and any more attacks that go over 25 will not cause you any damage until the end of the round.
Yep.
Alright, let's see. Alright, next one is going to cast Claws against Kasara. Does a 16 hit you? Alright, make me a Constitution save, Ed. Takes 7 slashing damage. You're fine. Not paralyzed. Alright. Kasara, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna cast Sleep to a way to get these 3 beside us without affecting anyone else. Foot radius.
What were you casting? I'm sorry, you were cutting out there.
Alright, I was gonna cast Sleep, and in such a way where getting anyone else.
Okay. It's a 20-foot radius, right?
It'll start from the lowest hit points, so we're probably safe even if you hit us with it.
Okay. I'll roll that.
Maybe.
Oh. Ooh.
Alright. So, that's your 20-foot radius. You're going to place it in such a way where it doesn't include your teammates. So about like that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Alright. We're just going to start with the left here and put this one to sleep. And unfortunately, that is all that will be put to sleep.
That's not good. Hmm. Ew.
Will that be it?
Might not caught that. I'll turn my threshold up a little bit.
Okay, so you are done? I'm going to take that as you are done. Okay, Necromancer's turn. He is going to use another first level spell slot and cast Firebolt again. And he is going to aim at, say, Eoben. 16 does not hit you, correct, Eoben?
That's correct. Does not hit.
Alright, so, fuck. Alright. not set anybody on fire today. Eben, your turn.
Hit my marked minion up top there.
Gotcha. That
And one to
hits.
hit. Horde Breaker to attack the one
roll-
right next to it on the left.
Roll your Hunter's Mark damage.
Oh, thank you. Forgot myself. Yeah, a 1. Alright.
Alright, still not dead. And you're using...
Well, I'm going to use Horde Breaker anyways to...
That
It's
hits.
the one to the left of it. Yeah, for a regular ult 6. And extra attack to attack the marked minion once more.
Alright. That misses. At least you're pretty consistent with your damage. 6, 6, yeah. Alright, will that be it for you?
Turn.
Alright. Zephyr.
Alright. I am going to cast a regular ice knife on that one. Right there.
Alright.
Hit or miss.
That
It
misses.
still does 2d6 cold damage on a failed dexterity saving throw to each creature within 5 feet of it. I
Alright.
think I should hit those 3.
Yep. Here is for the ghoul. The ghoul takes the 7 cold
7.
damage. Alright, now the 2 ghasts. Well, does it affect all of them or just no, it affects all
The
of them.
target and each creature within 5 feet of it.
9. Fail. And fail. Oof. Constitutions are not with them today. Alright. -7.
And that is my turn.
Alright, thank you, ma'am. And a glade. Still in a target-rich environment.
Yep, and I'm gonna follow up that ice knife. And depending on how you do cones, I will let you decide what I hit. But I want to try and get the same things that just got hit with the ice knife with burning hands.
Alright, so you can do a diagonal cone, or you can do a diagonal cone, or a straightforward cone, or a diagonal cone. And a straightforward cone looks like this. And a diagonal cone looks like so. I think you can hit everyone with a diagonal cone.
Alright, well then I will do that.
I think.
Yeah, if that's a diagonal cone,
Yeah. Yeah, you
you
move
do
the
it
diagonal.
this way and then this way.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, and I am casting this at 2nd level.
Gotcha. Alright, so dexterity saves. You really want my ghouls and gas to dance, don't y'all? Fail for the 1 ghoul. And fail. Ah! Success! Alright, so this one right here fails. He takes 16 and dies. You kill a ghast. And yep, you kill a ghoul. And this guy takes half the damage. So 16 takes 8. Alright. Will that be all for you, sir?
That is my turn.
Alright. The ghoul's turn. It's 8 cold damage. And he moves 10 feet. Yeah, alright. So he gets to there. And he is going to attempt to claw you and miss. Alright, the 3 around you, Iban, are going to attempt to claw you, starting with the top left and working our way around. Top left, top right, bottom left.
Miss.
Yeah,
Miss.
all of them miss. They're terrible. Alright, Now, only one of them gets to attack against you, Kasara. Ah! I hit somebody. Roll me a Constitution save, please, and take 7 slashing damage. Oof, barely made that one. And that will be their turn. Randall.
All right. Once again, I'm going to try to push my friends, or my new friends, back into the Hunger of Hadar.
Alright.
So, first one's going at that guy there.
Alright.
Uh,
That hits. He gets forced back 10 feet and takes 9 damage.
and then after that, I'm going to hit the next ghast over here and try to knock him 10 feet this way.
Gotcha.
See if that works.
How does collision work with the blast?
It's up to you as a DM. If you say he gets stopped by his buddy, then he gets stopped by his buddy. But I'm going to try to be knocking these guys into the Hunger of Hadar.
I'm going to give the... He's going to be stopped by his buddy, but I'm going to give the ghoul a dexterity save to see if it gets knocked prone into the next square.
Sure.
Alright.
And this is the new Hunger of Hadar stats.
Oof. That hit point, though. Alright.
That big hit point.
Yep. -8 there. Bounces into that guy. Let's make this dexterity save. Nope. He gets knocked over 5 feet and lands prone.
You just start hearing maniacal laughter coming from Randall as he just walks over here now, looking to put new targets into the Hunger of Hadar.
Gotcha. Alright, Ghast's turn. This guy takes 8 damage. And then he moves 10 feet out, then 5 feet. And double moves basically to get over here. He's tired of getting knocked into that shit. Ghast, this one beside you, Egglade, is going to attempt to claw you. And fail miserably. My lord, how can I miss so much in one night? Alright, and against you, Kasara. I'm guessing a 12 misses you.
Yes.
Alright. And that is it for those guys. Kasara.
I'm going to regular Misty Step up to here.
Alright.
Then cast 3 of them. See, I'm gonna do Acid Splash right down on these two.
Alright. Alright. Ah, both fail, so they both take 8, right?
Correct.
Alright, you kill the one that Eobin has been fighting. Alright.
Your
Necromancer.
Hunter's Mark.
You have to do that as a bonus action on your turn. Now that that one has died on your turn, you can use your bonus action to move it. Alright, Necromancer. Since he has missed with his cantrip and he only has a few level 1 spell slots left, he is not going to do that. Instead, he is going to cast... Yep, he is going to cast Fireball at level 4.
Oh dear.
Wow!
On who?
His
Or
level
on
4.
where?
Well, it's a 20-foot radius, so let me double check.
Really fun.
You might be able to get us all.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep. Oh, that is delicious.
Yep. He gets you all, but he also gets. That was the point of origin. He also gets 2 ghouls, a ghast, 2 ghasts. Oof. He gets 4 ghouls and 2 ghasts. So I'll make their saves real quick.
Did I say I used my researched Misty Step?
No, you did
Is
not.
that-
No.
You said regular Misty Step. Alright. So 2 of the ghouls make it. And let's check
I'm also going to use reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
for okay.
I knew I should have taken that spell.
Alright. Oh. It might actually not matter if the... Oh, no. This guy...
Ow, my temporary hit points.
Alright, so even though
I'm still gonna make a con save.
2
Take
of the
damage.
ghouls saved, 3 of them die. The gas, on the other hand, both take the full damage. And that guy dies, and that guy dies. Alright.
This mage is very good at his job. If his job were killing all of his minions.
They're already dead. It's fine. He'll just bring them back tomorrow. A little crispier.
Failed your hunter's mark. Yep.
I assume the DC was 15 for Hunger of Hadar.
Yes,
Constitution save.
Yeah, that,
So 17.
You're good. You're good. The Hunger Hadar is still there. Hunter's
Excellent.
mark is unfortunately gone. Alright.
So the base damage was 31, right?
Yeah. So you would take 15
from a save, and then 7 for resistance.
Oh, did you make your save? Then yes, you would only take 7 with absorb elements. Ooh, it looks like Kasara is unconscious. All right.
And on a roof where we can't feed him a healing potion.
I know, right? Eobin, your turn.
Roll off.
All right. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the minion to the left of me.
All right.
Hunter's Mark, and then I'm going to hit it up with the glaive.
That hits. Don't even bother rolling because you can do more than 2 damage.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to move around a little bit here. 1, 2.
All right.
Just for safeties. Here. And I'll hit that gas with the glaive.
Gotcha.
For
That hits.
18. Okay.
Minus 5.
And I am a bugbear, so I am long-limbed. Can I reach that ghoul?
You you normally have a 10-foot reach, and you've got a reach weapon, so I'll give you the extra 5 feet.
So I'll hit it with the glaive. For 12 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. And you kill it. Actually, you had 25 because it was prone, but yeah, it's dead.
Okay, well that is my turn.
All right. Zephyr, how you feeling? Slightly scorched?
I am not happy about this at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is blink. Because fuck this. And then the second thing I'm going to do is a cantrip on the last remaining, whatever that is, a gas.
Yes, yes.
I will. I'll Ray of Frost.
That
Probably
misses.
miss. Let's see if I stick around. Is it a D20, right?
Yep, D20, and on 20 you disappear.
No, I am staying. It's a roll of 11 or higher, but I did not roll 11 or higher.
11 and
And
a half.
I'm gonna need to move though. I think. No, I'm good. We're good. Go ahead.
All right. A glade.
I already rolled the blink, so
All right, so on the beginning of my turn, I will look back at Zephyr and say, you know, a necromancer with 3 intelligence would be awfully handy right now.
I know.
And then I will stab this ghast with my flaming rapier.
All right.
It really would be. I'm also really scared of getting blown up again.
You miss.
Wow. All right.
I hear this and I'll say, don't worry, I'll ruin his day in a second.
He was saving
And
him for last.
I believe the fire dissipates.
The fire dissipates? Yes.
Until the spell ends. Oh no! Wait. No, I'm looking at the wrong spell. No, the first time I hit with a melee attack. Oh no! On my next turn. Nope. It's gone. And I'm done.
All right. The ghouls are dead, so I'll remove them. Randall, it's your turn. How
Alright,
would
I'm
you
gonna
like
drop-
to slay this villain?
Oh, I'm going to slay him in the most irritating way possible. So, using my other level 3 spell slot, I'm going to first drop the Hunger of Hadar there,
All right.
look at where he is on top of the roof, and just open another Hunger of Hadar on top of him.
Would you like him to be at the edge of it, or...
It's centered right on him.
Okay. So, only 4 squares on the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's that no matter which way he thinks he can try to go, he's still having a bad day. And then I will roll a new Hunger of Hadar.
There we go.
Though this one's not defiling, so none of the
Hey.
extra hit points, because I only get the 1.
All right. So, 8 damage and 9 acid. That's really going to piss him off.
And then I'm going to move 40 feet this way with the extended long strider I still have on me.
Gotcha. This poor last ghast is going to gasp his last and try and hit a glade. Yeah, no, puns. They're horrible. God damn it.
Nope.
So close. All right. Then he is going to move kind of around you. So he thinks he's out of the reach of that bugbear, but it's really not. Kasara, make me a death saving throw.
Alrighty.
Roll 20. All right. Nope. All right. Kasara is still bleeding out, but not dead yet. The necromancer's turn. He is going to first take 8 cold damage. And then he is going to... Let's see. What can he cast?
Well, you can't see out of it. So that might help. Or hinder.
Helps us.
Helps us.
He is going to move... Ooh,
It's
I
all
know what he's...
perspective, right?
I know what he's going to do. He's going to cast Fly on himself. And he's going to move. That's 30 feet.
You know I want to break that fly.
Then he is going to fly to here. 30 more feet. And he's hovering off the ground about 15 feet.
Okay.
So I'll put that in so y'all know. Because fly.
Well, sorry to be the kid that tells the teacher you forgot to collect the homework, but what's up with these two over here?
Those two were for those two are the turn counter in case y'all killed the one I had the turn counter on. They're what I put on the turn order and rolled. They're on their tokens. So if y'all killed one of the ones that were on the turn counter, they wouldn't disappear and I wouldn't forget to roll for them. All right.
Gotcha. This roll 20 stuff is new to me. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Iabon. I keep saying Iabon for some reason. I want to say Cinnabon for some reason also. Anyway, Iabon.
But not mine. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this last minion we got here.
All right.
I am still concentrating on Hunter's Mark from the second time I've casted it.
So
Bonus action to move it to that one. Yep, thank you. Move here.
that hits.
For 14.
That ghast is almost dead.
Well, I'm gonna hit it one more time then.
All right. That hits. Oh, so close. So
Oh, how
close.
about a little Hunter's Mark damage?
Oh yeah, that's 100. Oh, that kills him. That kills him. Almost forgot
The rest of my movement to get closer to the mage up there.
All right.
I can move light.
There you go. All right, Zephyr.
Okay, now that I'm not about to get eaten by dead things, I'm gonna move 30 up, which should just put me exactly at 60-foot range. You said he's up off the ground, right? So I should be able to see him.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
hovering
okay.
above the roofs right now.
Great, okay. Where did I say I was going? Oh, hold down spacebar makes the little lines, right?
Yeah. Left click and hold your character, and then hit spacebar, and then for every point that you want to make, hit spacebar again.
That didn't work. Or did that work? That kind of worked. It worked backwards. There, good enough. Okay, we're good. Now that I'm in range and not being eaten by dead things, I will be casting my special Zephyr Stupefying Ice Knife.
All right. So a 25 does hit him, even if he shields. So, all right. So he's got a 3 intelligence. He
Sure,
takes
and
1
he
pieces damage.
should roll a dex save to see if he takes the 8 as well.
Now, I've got a question. Does the spell that he already has, does he lose concentration on it because he can no longer cast it?
It's a very good question.
He's got to roll a con save anyway, but just he makes the dexterity save, so he doesn't take the ice damage. But that wasn't the main goal. Here's his con save. Oh, he fails his con save anyway, so it doesn't matter, and he falls 15 feet. Zephyr, you get the
Nice.
honor of rolling the 2d6 or 3d6 fall damage.
Oh, really? 3d6. All right.
No, it's 2d6.
It's like
I'm
one
sorry.
and a half.
Yeah.
2? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do 2d6. Holy
Hey.
shit! All right.
You're welcome.
With his new lowered intelligence, he tried to stop himself with his head.
Yeah, he did a
Yeah, he
dive.
did.
Just tries to bite the eaves trough of the house next to him, just like takes it in the face.
Yeah, I can totally see that. He pinballs off the side of the house as he falls down. All right.
There's a tooth.
Definitely. A glade.
You're welcome. And then I disappear.
Nice.
Where'd you go?
My job's done. I'm leaving, guys.
All right, so I move forward. Can I see the mage from where I am?
I'm pretty sure you do. He's going to have partial cover on any ranged attack you do, though.
Well, I'm not worried about that because I'm casting Magic Missile.
Yep. You can see like a foot or something, so it's all that you need.
So now that he can't cast Shield,
Damn. That's a really good magic missile. That was nearly a perfect magic missile, actually. All right.
Oh,
I've never rolled that well on a level 1 magic missile before. All right. Will that be it for you?
that is it.
All right. Randall, how would you like to annoyingly kill the necromancer?
How bad does he look?
If you had to put a number on it, he's about 5 out of 100 hit points.
Okay. Then I'm going to walk right over to him, point my hand down at his head, and cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Point blank range. I won't even let
Point-
you have no disadvantage because you're putting your hand to his head.
Yeah. And they're repelling too, so I'm going to try to like push him through the ground.
A crater. That misses, and that misses.
Oh no!
He twitches his head at the exact right moment, and you just cause craters in the ground right beside him.
I kick him for flavor, but it does no damage.
All right, all the ghasts are dead, so Kasara, make me another death saving throw. Ooh, the 2 failed.
Yeah.
All right. Necromancer's turn. He still only has a 3 intelligence, right?
Wait,
For a whole round.
did his mage armor's not concentration, right?
No, it is not. And he
okay.
is getting his 3 hit points back.
Okay.
Like it's going to do him a lot of good. All right. So he is going to dagger you.
Bring it.
This
Yes.
And that's
Thanks,
it for
Launch
him.
Strider.
Yeah.
Ibn, your turn.
Get very close. So I'm gonna just do as much movement as I can to get up there. I can get about like here.
All right.
I go a diagonal at some point. So here, now can I? Nah, I can't. Probably can't get a really good hit in there, can I?
No, but you could use your bonus action to move your Hunter's Mark to him.
Might as well do that, and then I'll dodge.
All right. Taking the dodge action. Zephyr. No longer 3 intelligence, right?
I don't know if it ends at the beginning of my turn or at the end of my turn.
Well, at the end
Or
of your
how
turn.
that works.
I would say the end of your turn. That
Yeah,
would be
I think
one
so,
complete.
probably too. He's kind of hidden-ish, though, isn't he?
Sorry, I was going for the cool ending.
It would be nice if someone besides Randall kills this
No.
villain. Just
All right, I can get right there. And then I'm gonna cast Shatter,
oh god.
where it just hits that guy.
Oh,
Yep.
hit me. It
Hopefully
doesn't
not.
matter.
Hopefully
Just
not
hit me.
hits Randall.
So
Hopefully
the
it
building
doesn't hit
just
Randall.
explodes.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a big. It's now got an open air den.
I'm gonna cast it at level 3.
Now he is prone, so if it's a dex, no, it's a Constitution. Okay. All right. Casting it at level 3. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Let's see if he's Constitutionist. No, he is not. He takes 21 points of damage. He is
Does
at
he
0
explode?
hit. No, he doesn't explode, but he is bleeding out of several orifices, laying on the ground.
All right, and then let's see, that's 1 spell, and then I can cast a cantrip, so I shall.
That hits, automatically causing 1 death saving throw, or
And then
failed death saving throw.
you're welcome again. So weird.
She's
Not
still
nearly
there.
as much fun.
I turn around
And
and
then you
wave.
stand there.
I'm done.
Aglade, your turn.
All right. Let's get rid of this guy. 3 more bolts of magic missile.
All right. Those each will cause a failed death saving throw, and that will in turn kill the mage.
They fly straight up at first, and then just come straight down through the new sunroof in the building.
It's an open air den. Get it right. All right. So
You see Randall walk out like with a staff in hand, like he did it, but everyone knows it's not right.
all right. So I think that that takes care of all of the enemies that were plaguing the town. Good job, guys. All right. So now on to the discussion. One moment. Get us back to here. There. That's weird. All right. right. Starting with Kasara, because you rolled the highest on initiative. What did you think about your ability?
Used it.
You didn't get to use it. That is correct.
If I had used it where I cast the regular spell, I would not have gone unconscious.
So, moral of the story: use the cool spell, and it might save your ass.
Exactly.
Do you have any comments?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty straightforward in terms of how it does it.
No gripes or addendums that you might put towards the ability?
Not mine.
Not
Nope.
yours. Okay. Next up, Iobin.
I was very satisfied with the result of the spell that I had researched. Seeing that it saved the target a couple times, that allowed him to move a little bit more. Might have been able to see more mileage out of it, even though I was already satisfied with it. If in an actual game where I probably realistically would have cast that on people before we even started fighting because of the long duration.
Yeah.
But otherwise, a good spell.
Since we're on it, what do you think about the duration on the first table? Do you think that could be broken? We saw what my guy had, which was regeneration, which wasn't on mage armor, which was 8 hours, but at the end it didn't seem to. I mean, it mattered a little bit, but not that much, if you know what I mean. Do you
I think it could certainly be broken, especially since there are spells that become permanent. And not they're few and far between, but there are a lot that last for several days.
I think on a player
Letting
character,
something-
it could be very broken.
Yes.
Especially at higher levels.
So if I cast something that lasts for a month on someone, that could be a huge boon.
Yeah, but the things you could cast on them, some of the most broken things they could be are empowering, which gives them a stat at 20 for a month. Regenerating, which lets them regenerate hit points. But if they're unconscious and they keep getting hit, that can kill them anyway. Levitating, they gain a 10-foot fly speed for a month. The topologically ambiguous, I think, would be probably the most irritating after a month, for a long period of time. Let's see.
That would be a good way to mess with somebody.
Blazing would have some
Curse
interesting
them with
RP consequences if you're just walking around setting
Well,
everything on fire.
blazing only lasts for one round, like invulnerability. So
Actually, a lot of these could be fixed if it was said instead of for the spell's duration, you could say for 1 minute.
well,
Yeah.
I'm looking at them, and
Cap it off.
honestly, I think if a GM uses their own discretion, like say if something lasted for a month, they would say, okay, you can have it for X amount of minutes or rounds or something like that. You can't have it for, the whole month. But other than that, I mean, the duration spells, for what you're getting, I don't think it's too powerful. But that's my opinion. But do you have any other gripes?
No, not really grapes. No.
All right. Zephyr, let's talk about your fuck over the caster spell that you have there.
I really like it. I think that the duration is probably pretty balanced for what it does. I wish that the 3 intelligence was more defined. Like, does it break concentration? What exactly would the effects be? I think it leaves it open for, the DM discretion. Could be used for very interesting narrative, things like that. But I think that maybe a little bit more of a guideline would be better, would make it better.
Gotcha. Good deal. Good deal. Any other comments or gripes or anything like that?
I don't think so.
All right. A glade.
All right. So overall, I think the spell research system is way cooler than the training that the keep options gave. So pretty happy with that. I liked my spell. It did what it needed to do. I was sort of hoping that more people would get to attack me after I cast it, but
Well, the mage kind of wanted to nuke everything, so unfortunately that did not happen.
yeah.
It would have been really neat if it had went off on the turn that you had invulnerability, though, when he
That would have been
fireballed.
cool. So overall, I really like it. The one sort of weird thing about it is the fact that it ups the spell level. So it didn't. I originally tried to make it just a straight Eldritch Knight, and then realized that he only has first level spells and wouldn't be able to cast a researched spell.
Well,
I don't know that that's something that needs to be fixed or not, but it would just mean that the third, like the Eldritch Knight and the Arcane Trickster, don't get to take advantage of spell research until later on.
yeah. But then again, it doesn't explicitly say that you can't research a cantrip. So you could have. I had a plan to have a research cantrip in case no one else did, but honestly, it was really annoying for Firebolt to be researched because it just took up 2 spell slots that I was trying to leave open to cast Shield, and I didn't get to hit with them.
Actually, I hadn't thought of that. So, like an invulnerable Blade Ward would have been interesting.
Yep.
The one thing I really liked about the buffed shield spell is that you use a reaction, so you can choose when to use it more precisely.
Yeah.
But that would have been an interesting alternative.
That would have been pretty
But
cool.
overall, I really liked it.
All right. Good to know. All right. Randall, no longer known as the Villain Slayer.
No, I have to pass the title over, and it irritates me. What irritates me more is that when I built this character, I screwed up. And that I totally missed in packet 2 that it ups the spell level, so I wouldn't have been able to cast it on Hunger of Hadar. Because it's a level 3 spell, and I don't have access to that at level 5. So that's my mistake, and I'm sorry for that. But the effect that it did happen was pretty cool. There was actually, as going through the target several enemies, there really wasn't one there that I thought would be terrible if I rolled it. So I like most of them. I like the Defiling one because it has this really cool flavor with Hunger of Hadar. Same with had Hideous happened, where their arms mutate into tentacles. I was
You just become one with
the Hunger, yeah. I was really hoping for that one, but well. Overall, I like the system. I like the rolling. I like the randomness of it. Not much I can really say other than I like the idea of the spell, like the research that you get like one big blast out of here, and you got to keep doing it over and over and over again throughout your game to kind of put your signature style on it. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah, and I really like that he didn't put any constraints on it either, where he said after they do this 10 times or whatever, he left it, and he specifically said this is up to the GM and the player. You know, I really like that.
Because you could have a lot of downtime between campaigns, and it's like, oh, you spent 3 years working on this thing. Okay. No, I really like the effects. Overall, at least for the target several enemies section, which I was working with, worked out all right. Irritated me, I did not get the kill. I have to pass my mantle over to somebody else, but all is good. I'll be back with a vengeance for the next one.
I'd like to bring up something that we were talking about during the combat. Some of the effects say that they last 1 round, but it doesn't say if it ends at the beginning of X's turn or the end of X's turn.
Yes.
Would be good if the ones that say last 1 round would have that sort of verbiage, you know, last till the end of your next turn, last till the end of their next turn, or beginning. That's the case, maybe.
Yeah, that is definitely something I was going to bring up. The use of the word round. If it was at the end of the round, if you use your spell and you are the last person in initiative and it lasts until the end of the round, it literally lasts until the end of your turn, which kind of gyps you.
Seems like the intention is to last till perhaps the end of the caster's next turn.
Yeah.
Or maybe even the beginning of the caster's next turn, perhaps.
It says 1 round, right? Not the
Yeah,
round.
1 round.
Yeah.
One
That's the problem, is the 1 round. So I took it to mean at the end of your next turn.
Right. That's what I assumed that it means as well. And that makes the most sense, I think, and is the most balanced, probably.
Yeah, for sure. That to me that
Right.
would make the most sense. Otherwise, it's like, meh. You know, ambiguous a little bit. You know, oh, you're the last person in the initiative order. So much for your having invulnerability for a whole round.
Yeah, I think if it was going to be the other way, it would say to the end of the round.
Yeah. I think you are correct. Now my turn. I want to say that I love the spell research, and I totally agree that it is much better than the keeps training bonuses.
Absolutely.
I use a lot of spellcasters as enemies and also as a player, so I definitely was looking forward to the tower.
Don't say Archmage.
Yeah, right. The name might be on the nose a little bit.
Look, you only play rogues. We get it.
Yeah. I want to say that with regenerating mage armor, I don't think it made too much of a difference.
It's going to have a lot less of a difference for an enemy with 100 health
Yeah.
versus a PC.
And when there's only 1 left. He's
Yeah.
the only enemy left, so there's not really any time for that to tick over.
Hmm. And if it would have been a more of a mixed battle where he was taking blows and retreating and healing up and coming back, I think it would have been a little bit. I still don't think it would have been broken or too powerful, because regenerating is only the ability modifier of the caster. So in the
But
most
consider it on
extreme cases, that's going to be like a 10 on a CR30 caster, maybe.
But consider it on a PC. I think 8 hours of that over a long period of time.
Yeah,
I
8
think
hours.
that could get out of hand on a PC.
Get free full health in between every combat without resting.
Yep. And
That one
you know,
character.
free getting up from being unconscious.
Well, that is a thing.
It's not the worst.
No,
It's just
no.
I would say though, I think as a DM, if you're giving these abilities to your big bad, I probably would not be terribly uncomfortable rescaling them
Mhm.
for the NPC. Like maybe give him 10 regeneration per round.
or capping it at 10 rounds, so 1 minute. I think a lot of these open-ended ones that last for the duration of the spell would be better if they were for 10 rounds.
If they were just for a minute. Gotcha.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's these effects like defiling and the regeneration. I feel like they should scale with the level of spell that you're researching.
So
So maybe
Oh,
an
instead of
ability
just-
modifier plus spell level that you're casting? As far as like regenerating for healing?
Oh, but yeah, that might be interesting if you add the spellcasting
Well,
mod too.
If it scales with the spell level of the spell you're casting, is that also going to mess with how many levels the spell increases by?
I would say so. If you're going to
Like, if
scale
you-
the effects,
If it scales with level and you put regenerating on, say, what's the level 9 buff spell where you get advantage on everything?
Foresight.
Foresight? Yeah.
Foresight. That if it scales to level 9, that gets a little silly.
Well, 9 plus your ability modifier is maybe 5. I would assume 5 if you're casting level 9 spells, so 14 a round for 10 rounds. It's not the worst.
Good.
if you
Yeah,
took
might
all
right.
of these fixes, if you took all of the fixes that we've suggested and combined them together, no, I don't think it would be too bad. If you left some things out, though, it could
For 8
get a little
hours,
noodly.
though.
Yeah, a little noodly.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it's not up to us to fix them, but it might be, some suggestions aren't probably out of line.
no.
See, the one thing I have with the whole regenerating for 8 hours thing, I don't see it as broken. This guy gets 1 day of always coming back, like your wizard, your whatever caster. Cast mage armor, it's regenerative. He's got 1 good day, and after that, he's got to go back and wait a week and research some more.
Hmm.
Like it's only a one campaign day effect. If you're going on an adventure that takes 5, 10, 15 days of party travel, that guy's got to find the 1 day when it's actually going to work for him.
Yeah.
If he
Pretty
blows,
sure you can cast it as many times as your level of stronghold, though, right?
yeah, okay. So
if
for
you
a
have
level
a fifth
I know. I
level
think it's
stronghold,
your spellcasting modifier. I think.
So
I thought it was per stronghold level.
I think that's for the alternate. The
Oh,
regular
yeah,
one
that's
is
for the alternate
magic
one.
user
Oh,
can
okay.
cast a spell number of times.
But
equals
still,
their
4 days of that one character being able to regen between battles. When you still have the other people that are like, no, we can't go any further, Adabar. We've got to take a fucking break. We're all about dead. I don't care what kind of godlike spell you have. The rest of us are going to set the right fucking here, and you can go deal with the next thing by yourself.
Yeah,
That's
like you
true.
are still constrained by your party.
Yeah.
So your wizard is now full health, but
Your
everyone
tank,
else is beat up.
yeah, the tank that takes most of the damage sitting there at 1 hit point is going, no, we're going to have to rest. Sorry.
Guys, I feel amazing if we keep going.
Congratulations, you get to stand watch.
Yep. All right. I think we've
Broken outside of combat. Like, say you use the downtime rules, right? And you're looking to find a buyer for a magic item or something. If you buff your ability score to act in a social way or investigate something that for free, spend that time doing that. That's a very valuable.
For
but
what it is.
not inherently broken either.
No, you're getting.
Well, I guess it'll be
plus
up to the
four
DM
a roll.
to be able to expect the PC to be able to do that.
Like at most, that would give you a +5 in a roll, which is basically like giving you advantage for a day.
Also, give you yourself
On
advantage
one
through
thing.
some other ability.
I mean, the one I keep coming back to that I see is the most not broken, not horrible or anything like that. It's the does damage because it automatically assigns. You don't get to roll. You just say I'm going to add this effect to my damaging thing. So detonating goes on your magic missiles. Shocking goes on your lightning bolt. Unholy goes on your blight. Puncturing goes on your ice knife. Stuff like that. I don't see that as it's not horrible. There's good effects going into it, but to me it seems the most boring out of the other tables. I would much rather have a fireball that stupefies or makes people vulnerable or something like that than just sets things on fire.
I think it's the safe option. Like if you were, at least if I was going to DM this, you go, all right, you can roll on these tables, or you can pick the safe option.
Yeah.
Like you may not get what you
That's
want,
cool.
but these things on the tables are a lot cooler. At least that's
Yeah,
how
I
I
was-
would see it.
I was a little surprised that it wasn't a table you could roll on, especially considering that I think, at least the times that I have talked about this with my players, the thing that a lot of players are going to be most interested in spell research is taking something like a fireball and making it different than a fireball, not just a better fireball, but a force
Fireball.
ball or a cold ball.
Yeah.
And I think that table might actually be a way of doing that. Like maybe you pick the new damage type for your spell, and then you also get that additional effect.
Yeah, that
Yep,
would be cool.
my wizard said the same thing. He said, can I do a fireball but turn it into a chilling cold ball and get the chilling effect? So that's happening.
I would just love to
that's
see a
insane.
force fireball.
Oh god, yeah, a force.
It's a
fire
giant.
just
It's a
detonate.
giant concussion grenade.
Well, see, lightning in third edition. I don't know if there's a scintillating spear in fifth edition, but there was a lightning fireball called scintillating spear, and I don't think they have that in fifth edition. But one of my players who plays a caster, he didn't want to go fire. So we sat down and we said, all right, instead of having a flaming sphere, you now have a lightning sphere. Rolling thunder, it just electrocutes things instead of doing fire damage. That to me is, it makes more sense. He wants to be a lightning mancer than a pyromancer. That I didn't make him do any rolls or anything. I just let him be that kind of wizard, so to speak, or sorcerer.
I think we can all agree that stuff is easily reflavorable, but the play value in the tower is that you are doing something to change it. It's not just given to you, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to invest the time and energy and downtime.
Yeah. And let's talk about, even though their abilities are cooler, they spend weeks versus days training. But once they learn the ability, once they do the research after that first 5 or 10 weeks, however long they do it, they just have to come back to do an extended rest to get their ability back. Does anyone think that may be a little broken?
I think it really speaks to the tradition of magic users being quadratic and martial characters being linear.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of okay with that, even though it seems kind of powerful. Especially the option where it says you can make it like an actual spell, I believe it says there. Where
Yeah,
they
where
just
other
know it
people
from
can
now
learn
on.
it as well.
Whereas I would just change things slightly to the keep option for like the training. You go back and you do 3 consecutive weeks of training, and now as opposed to one time per long rest, you get it once a day or something along
Yeah,
those
I
lines.
think that's the biggest problem is that the tower is cool and the keep is cool, but when you put them next to each other, they're not even close to being equal in coolness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And
one's cool
that's
is way up here.
think
The
that's
other one's
also-
cool is down here.
Of what the keep can do that the tower can't, that we haven't seen yet.
Is
About
there
that too.
more for the keep though?
It's
Because
the getting
Army.
units.
You get an
You
army.
get units.
See,
maybe
right
that's
now,
the trade-off then.
the keep automatically gets barracks, whereas I'm not seeing that the tower automatically gets something to modify followers. So that may be the trade-off. We'll have to wait and see. But I think we've
And if
covered.
that's the case, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think we've covered anything. Does anyone have any last words of wisdom or comments?
No, I think we're good. I think we talked this up pretty decently.
All right. Well, I am going to end the video. Thanks for watching, MCDM team. I always get tongue-tied saying that. Until next time.